Stop wrapping around my chair, dog. You act like this is my first time bringing you here. Go back. Go mess around with this stuff. What's up? What's up? Fishing with some shrimp out here. Let's see if there's any puffers, whiting, drum. Go back. Thank you. It's a chilly 44. Chilly 44 degrees here today. But it's nice. It's really nice. I need to clean this reel. It's that time of year. Wonder if that gill net's still running along the beach here. We'll find out. What's up, Albert? Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Double tap that like button. Hit that like button. Share the video with your friends. Let's get this going. Just got our first cast out. What's up, Aiden? If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up in the chat here. Like the video. Hello. Thank you, Aiden. Get some shark. We'll try. I did bring the rod out for that. Love you guys as well. I can't pronounce your name. Musul? Love from Bangladesh. You got love back from Carolina. Today we've got Caroline with us. She is getting in the way of everything. But whenever I can bring her out, I try to. I might need to put her steak back a little more. I might have to. Don't talk back to me. We might have to do that. Try to find a sinker for the shark rig. It's a 4 ounce. That'll hold. There are no waves today. It is high tide. High tide was at 12:54. I don't know what time it is right now. Love my dog. She's funny. She's got a whole personality to her. And the tide is moving back out now. Are gonna start moving back out shortly here. Gonna need to do a practice cast because these rods have been sitting for a little bit for the reels, and it's time for me to clean them all, re-spool them. Oh yeah, my baits are over here. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Got a nice piece of mullet here. Give you guys a look at that. Mullet is all around the world. All around the world, you got mullet. Pretty cool. Pharaohs were eating this stuff in ancient Egypt. We're gonna put a nice chunk on there. Give you guys a look at the size of chunk. A little bigger than an inch. It's a little bigger. Oh man, I went too deep into the water. You might be able to get a stingray too. A big old stingray on that mullet. Can you guys hear me all right when I'm this far away? Hopefully y'all can hear me just fine. I'm gonna do a practice cast. Basically just lob it out there so I can get the line off the spool. And then I'm gonna recast it. I wasn't supposed to get wet. I'm already getting wet. I know, pup. It'll be all right, pup. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. And now on this cast, we'll lob it out there. I'll probably mess it up still. Don't want to get wet, so I should just stand right here. All right, that'll work. I'm content with that. Turn our clicker on. Set the drag to not too tight, but I like to have it where it can pull it a little bit. What's up, Jeremiah? Give me a shout out. All right, what's up, me? What this is fishing from the beach. It's gonna be cool. I hope so. I hope so. You guys positioned pretty well there? Can you hear me just fine? Let's take the seat and relax. I'm gonna fish a couple hours of this outgoing tide. What's up? Hello. You happy I brought you? Huh? You happy? Thanks for putting sand all over me. Today's colder than yesterday, but it's not as windy, so it doesn't feel as cold. And now I'm like pretty hot with what I wore. I overdressed. We're getting a little bite right here. Where are you going, pup? Come back around my other side. Come back around my other side. Thank you. No. Come back around the other side. Go. Go, go, go. Go. There you go. I'm going to check this shrimp rod because we were doing a lot. Nice, we got both of our shrimp pieces on there. I'm going to send it a little farther. Okay, okay, I'll get you. No. Got my thumb in the line as it was coming out. All right, there we go. Hey, 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 leave my stuff alone. Let's try that again. Watch out, please. Thank you. The shrimp smells just like your breath, right? Exactly what your breath smells like. All right, let's not get our thumb in there this time. There's no fish there, dude. For sure. No fish. How's ocean fishing? Ocean fishing's fun, man. You never know what you're going to catch. Unless you've been out there a few days before and you know what's out there, but I haven't been out here in weeks. I don't know what's in the surf right now. I'm hoping I can find some whiting, sea mullet, or pufferfish, or black drum. But I don't know. I'm out here, I'm relaxing, I'm chilling. Got the pup with me. Got the chair. Beautiful weather. What more could I ask for? I'm just sitting and having a good time. I brought y'all along with me. What's up, Marvin? Am I talking to you? Talking to everybody. I don't see the buoy out there for the gill net, so hopefully that's all over with. All that crap. There literally was a gill net set from like where the jetty ends for what seemed like a mile down the beach. Move. Oh, go take a nap or something. What? When I got here, it was flat. Now these waves are rolling in. I kind of prefer it, though, with some movement like this. Hey. Just realized that my chat setting was set up to like only the top messages. So sorry about that if you guys were chatting it up in my last live streams and I was missing what you were saying. Caroline, leave it alone. I know, it's slow. It's slow. No, we need the tide to start moving a lot more. Just hit high tide like probably 35 minutes ago. Can y'all hear me just fine? You can hear me. Just yes, an emoji, so I can see that when I get back. But if the sound is bad from right here, let me know too. I'll just take the mic off probably if it cuts in and out. Sounds perfect. Awesome, awesome. Are you going to have to move your gear because of the water? It's not rising, it's falling right now, but I'll probably just leave it. I'm only going to fish for like a couple hours, so it'll fall a bit, but I'll be fine where I'm at, especially since there's nobody on the beach walking or anything. So it'll be fine to stay where it's at. Where am I? We're at Wrightsville Beach. Water's beautiful today. Water is absolutely stunning. Landlocked your whole life, 6-5 years of constantly growing up in Colorado and Arizona. Arizona's pretty, but I hear you. Can't beat the beach. Anywhere I gotta be, I gotta be driving distance from a beach. I'm more of a beach person than a mountains or a desert person. Unless like in the Red Sea, where I was just at, you got the desert, mountains, and the sea. You got all three, so it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, love to be by the water. Put your mind to it and do it. There's still time. Hey pup, let's see if we got any treats for you in the bag. We'll do a training session. You need some training. Found some treats. Oh, we've got treats. Come here. Sit down. That's not sitting. Sit. Sit. That's down, baby. Sit. Don't eat the sand. Sit. Hey. No, that's not what I'm telling you to do. Come here. Sit. Sit. There you go. Lay down. There you go. Nope. Stay laying down. There you go. Sit. That's not sitting. There you go. Sit. Good girl. Lay down. Good girl. Nope. Keep laying down. There you go. This one's going to be harder. I'm going to see if she'll do stay. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. There you go. Stay. I want you sitting, not laying down. Sit. There you go. No. Sit. Yes. Stay. 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 Come here. Good girl. Lay down. Lay down. There you go. We still remember stay. Stop trying to get the treats out of my hand. Lay down. There you go. Stay. Hey, Caroline. Caroline, eyes on me. Stay. 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 Come here. Sit down. Good girl. All right, that's it for now. Take a little break. Oh, yeah, she is silly. East or West Coast. Hey, I've seen some good stuff on the West Coast. And it's warmer. Like, their winter is what, like 50s, 60s? That I could do for sure. I'm out here in 40s. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. She is a silly dog. She's got husky in her. So she's 75% shepherd, 25% husky. 100% personality of a husky. She's no puppy. She's 4 years old. She should know all this a lot better. She's just a funny dog. Where am I? North Carolina. Wrightsville Beach. She found a bird. Huskies do like to talk. On your way. Heck yeah. Hey, it's a beautiful day out. Even if you don't catch anything, it beats sitting at home on the couch. I'll tell you that. I love just being outside. It's good for your soul. It's good for your mind. Good for your body. Get some sun. Taking some fresh air. Don't sit in front of a computer or TV screen all the time. I know it's hard for some people that have different ailments that prevent them. So those of you that don't have any excuses, stop taking it for granted. You're gonna get old and wish that you spent more time outside and less time playing video games and stuff like that. I got a lot of pigeons on their roof right now. What's up? You too. Nature collector, rocks, dried flora, sand, shells, anything. I'm the same way. From a little kid, I was collecting rocks, different gems, stones. Now I'm collecting seashells as well. What's up? What's up? You want more training? Huh? You want more training? Oh, yes, you do. All right, sit down. There you go. Good girl. Stay. Come here. Good girl. Stay. 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 I'm trying to walk farther this time. All right? I want you all the way at the end of this lead. Come here. Sit. Stay. 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 Good girl, come here. Good girl. Sit. There you go. Good girl. That's what I like to see. A listening dog. Her favorite thing to do in the world is fetch. And I taught her when she was young to catch frisbees, and she loves jumping up and catching frisbees. That's why she loves to jump. And I'm glad she's mixed between Shepherd and Husky. So she's got less of the disadvantages or down traits of German Shepherds, of like having the roach back and bad joints and everything like that. So she's able to jump up really high and do a lot of stuff that you see like border collies and working dogs do. I know. More training, yeah? Come here. Sit. That's not sitting. That's not sitting. Sit. There you go. Shake. The other hand. Let me see the other hand. Shake with the other hand. Come here. Sit back up. Sit. Shake. Thank you. Other hand. Other hand. Shake with the other hand. Thank you. I had to change my hand too. Funny. Shake. What are you doing? Come here. Sit. That's not sitting. I don't know who told you laying down was sitting, but it's not. Sit. Come here. Sit back up. There you go. Shake. Why you gotta get up from sitting to shake? You don't have to. Sit. Shake. Both hands this time. Okay, that's too much. Just one hand. Thank you. Man, she's throwing sand at my face. All right, let's check this rod. Make sure we got some shrimp on there and we're not fishing on credit. It does look like the tide has started to drop some, which is good for us. We're on the East Coast, so we're at East Coast time. And it should be about 1:40 p.m. if I had to guess. Forgot to wear my watch. We got one piece of shrimp on there, and our other is gone. Hopefully it's gone because of fish. Man, I got my pants all wet. It's a good cast. Happy with that. Need me to scratch you? Around my chair. Around my chair. This way. There you go. Thank you. Get you some water. I'm going to get some too. Cat person got 9. Wow. 9 cats with 9 lives each. It's 81 lives. I hope I did that math right. It's been a while. Mostly rescues. That's awesome. 9 acres and they've got plenty of space. The rod on the left, 11 feet. Rod on the right is 12 feet. You use a longer rod out in the surf to help you get some casting distance and keep your line and the tip of the rod above the breaking waves That way, as they're breaking, it's not always hitting your line and causing you to think that you got a bite and stuff. There's probably other reasons, but those are the main reasons I like using a longer rod. Oh, coyotes, for sure. We've got them out here. I've actually seen them on the beach. When I come out and fish at night, I'll bring Caroline with me, and that's been really eye-opening. My pup's name is Caroline. Because she'll all of a sudden, like, it'll be pitch black out here. There's no lights. But she'll all of a sudden be on guard. And I'll flash a light, and there'll be either some coyotes out in the distance looking at us, or foxes out here, too. And there's been times where I've, like, just laid out on the beach and fished overnight with this clicker rod. And, like, taking naps, just laying by my rods and stuff. And little did I know that those things were probably coming up to me and snooping around my bait and stuff. It's always, it's not scary, but it's like it's eerie when you're in pitch black and you flash a light out and you get the reflection of eyes looking back at you. You get that, like, feeling, oh man, they were watching me and I didn't even know they were there. But hopefully we do catch something out here. I would love to be like a few hundred yards down the beach from me is a rock jetty. But they took away my parking over there that would lead me about 500 feet away from those jetty rocks. So I just stopped going out there, especially when I have my pup with me. She's a handful, and I don't want to, like, drag all this stuff 300 yards with her. It's just easier for me to set up here. We're not too far from those rocks. I do pretty decent over here. Definitely better by the rocks, but I'm just out to chill. I've got a good bit of fish in the freezer. Some trout, whiting. We've got pompano. We've got a flounder, some black drum, red drum. So my freezer's stocked for me, and I've given out a lot of fish to my family as well. So I'm blessed. I'm not too hung up on catching fish today. Just trying to have a good time and bring you guys along with me. And the pup. Most of the time, she's at home for those hours that I go out and fish, so it's always fun when I bring her. Isn't that right? Yeah. I'm hoping we don't get a fish that's like biting on there and I gotta sit and hold it and set the hook. I hope we get something that just slams that thing and already sets the hook on itself. It's cool but scary. Oh yeah, for sure. Can you show with the camera? Yeah. All right. So down that way, got some beach up here. Down this way, we got some rocks. We're in Wrightsville, North Carolina today. Thank you for the likes, you guys. They actually pop up on my screen. I didn't even know that. You double tap, gets the likes. We've got mullet on this rod. Let's see. All right, we got mullet on that rod. Nice big chunk of mullet on a shark rig. I don't know that there's any sharks out this late in the year, but maybe we can get a big ray, which would be cool. And on this rod, we've got some cut shrimp on this rod. Yep. Yeah, the rocks, it looks like it's farther from on the camera. You can still catch pompanos in the winter. No, I haven't generally seen a good pompano bite this time of year. I'm trying to go for pufferfish and whiting. Generally, you can get on a good pufferfish and whiting bite and black drum bite this time of year from the surf. I'm almost positive that there's some black drum and pufferfish probably by the jetty there. But like I said, I got the pup with me, and it's a bit of a walk to get there. This isn't the closest access for parking. There's one more access that's closer, and then there's another one, but they took it away and gave it to golf carts only, and that was my favorite access. It was a flat railway to the beach. The next access over has steps and stuff, so I have to carry all my gear, take it out of the cart, carry the cart over the access, and it's just a hassle, especially when I got the pup. So I come to this farther access, and it's just direct to the beach with a railway. Or a runway. I keep saying railway, but I meant runway. No red drum. Yeah, probably no red drum. You sometimes get a straggler here and there, but I doubt that I'll find any. What's up? Hi. Thank you for all that sand. Oh, we're getting a bite. It's a little bite. Yeah, a little bite. Little bite. Come on. Something's on there. Yep, something's biting. It's a little bite though. Oh, it is rough out there. I finally looked out to the horizon, and you can really see some waves breaking. Or not breaking, but some big waves out there. Yeah, it's choppy out there. The looks of it. This little thing is still biting. Something small though. Sometimes the puffers will be like that. They have small mouths. They got like bird beak mouths. But the good thing is there shouldn't be any pinfish out here anymore. I'm going to let that sit for a second and see if it'll eat down that hook. I know. I know. I know better than anyone. Come here. Thank you. Stop jumping on me and putting sand all over me. It's not nice. Yeah, it was a little micro bite. It sat on there for a good bit. The thing about those puffers is they'll be in big schools with each other, and so you'll catch them 2 at a time when they're out here. Okay, here we go. We got some nice waves coming in now. I do like some wave breaking when I'm surf fishing. When it's just flat calm, I find that it's pretty beat, pretty dead for fishing. You want like some water movement. Go ahead and check our bait. Might have eaten all of it up. I'm fishing some smaller hooks. I got size 2 hooks on here on a pompano rig. And a pompano rig is just a double bottom rig with some floats on there. I'm using some white floats so that it looks like some chunks of shrimp or clam, you know. Oh, we still have both of our shrimp pieces on here. That's good, that's good. So it's definitely something small biting on there. I'll give y'all a look at the rig before it casts back out, because some of y'all might not know what a double bottom is. So you got your weight, you've got a hook coming off the leader there, and you've got another hook. Obviously, you can tie as many hooks as you want on there. And then there's a float and a pretty small hook that I'm using. I'm gonna need to re-hook this shrimp though. So it was eating at that. Yeah, you can see right there is where it was picking at it. I'm gonna come back and catch up on these comments here. Y'all might be talking to each other though, but I'll figure it out in a second. Catch reds, flounder, specks, pompano, black drum, black tips, for sure. Sea hunt. I fished off of a sea hunt. I think it was like a 26-footer. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Actually, yeah, never mind. I'm thinking of a hydrosport. I fished off a hydrosport 26-footer. I don't sell any rigs. But who knows? I do have a website. All I sell are stickers on there. And I've done rig giveaways, and it's been a while since I've done a giveaway. I need to do one here pretty soon. Give back to all you guys, and thank you all for watching. Let's keep going. One flounder season just started, the 15th. Congrats. We get a 2-week lame flounder season up here. What's up, Z or 2NY's adventure? We haven't caught anything yet. Flounder is definitely popular. One of my favorites. I got you, pup. Puffer swim in schools. I think they're in schools because I catch them in good amounts together. You need a spider weight out there. Current's moving my rig. I generally don't like using spider weights. I'll go up and wait on my pyramid sinker before I get into spider weights. This rig isn't actually moved around. The current isn't taking it. It's because I got it set up for stingray or shark or something. I walked out to the right and casted it out. That way it was plenty out of the way before I get to this rod. Like, it'll give me some time if I get a run on that rod to let it bite and keep going. And then I can bring this rod in and then deal with that rod. That's the only reason it's all the way to the right like that. But the current's really not moving anything today. Hello. Hello. Family that just came out to the beach and all wearing black. So they just got. This would be a nice place to go and get your mind off of things after such an experience. It's starting to get cold now. The wind picked up, which generally happens when slack tide's over and the tide starts moving. The wind will pick up again. So I'm actually starting to get a little chilly. I was saying earlier that I was hot in all this thermal gear, but I might have to throw on my other coat that I brought just in case, because it keeps all the wind from getting in here. I'm just going to do that now before I get cold. And I brought some gloves too. Good reds this time of year. In our area, Mark? Not really. That was kind of over sometime in November. Honestly, I didn't really see any good reds this year in my area. Unless, a lot of people are just waiting to post things, which a lot of people do wait for a while to post. Just caught a 43-incher. Nice. Best one. I've got a couple videos you guys look up. I have a playlist for red drum fishing, and you can look at some of the red drum that I've caught in that playlist. Fished in Arizona, very nice. Some walleye. Walleye is always talked about as the best freshwater eating fish out there. I've never tried walleye or caught any, so that's awesome. They look like good sized fish and good fighting fish. Wisconsin, not Arizona. That makes sense. I've got a buddy in Wisconsin that does a lot of fishing up there for walleye, muskie, northern, is that like northern pike or something? What beach? Wrightsville, Jeremy. What's up? Thank you guys for tuning in, and double tap your screens, hit that like button for me, share the video. It really helps out. Oh, you've wrapped around. That's why you've been trying to get my attention. There you go. Dude, stop attacking your leash. It's not its fault. It's your fault. I promise you. How about crabs? Should be crabs out. Yeah, not too far. Water's beautiful today. Could have brought a hat. Keep that sun out of my eyes, even though I got these sunglasses. It's somehow still peeking through. Maybe I'll just angle my chair a little more. There we go. Up. Usually when I do these surf live streams, I've got the tripod that follows me. but I broke it. I've broken so much stuff. You guys don't understand. Like, I spend way more money bringing these lives to you guys than I make from any of these videos. And it's just because I enjoy bringing you guys along and memorializing these memories of mine. Yes, that's shrimp. Smells like. I don't want any hugs from you. I don't want any hugs. Now I'm starting to get really hot with this coat on. It's well insulating. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here, fishy, fishy. Can't wait to make dinner tonight. Set out some chicken. I'm going to tenderize it, make some chicken parm sandwiches. I got these baguettes that look like they were made yesterday, and they're nice and soft. And I love just doing a little bit of prosciutto and the chicken parm, melt some mozzarella and you can do mozzarella or provolone. This time I'm doing provolone and Parmesan on there. Some marinara sauce. Throw that on the baguette. With some arugula if you want. I think I'm going to have the arugula on the side. And that is a good meal, especially for like the cold weather like this. Please come this way. Stop wrapping around my chair, pup. Yeah, I bought all the ingredients for it yesterday, and it's been like on my mind. I want to poll you guys. Do you wash your chicken or do you leave your chicken? The scientific answer is to not wash your chicken because you're spreading salmonella all over the place. But all cultured people wash their chicken because they get the funk out. So they just set it in like, you put water in a bowl with some white vinegar and some lime juice. And you rinse it out in that bowl. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment. I enjoy chatting it up with you guys. It makes the time go, and it's nice and fun. Been to Rocky Point, Mexico. Oh, I haven't been out there in a while. No, I'm not married. I work online, do online work. Not this. This is a dream right here, if I got to do this for a living. It doesn't pay the bills. Like I said, I pay into this more than it pays me. But where I work, it's best that I just not say. You wash your chicken. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Last time I didn't wash it and it had that funk taste to it, like it smelled. But this time I'm gonna wash it in lime and some vinegar and stuff and get that funk out. You're washing yours too, Jack? Right on. Sometimes you do, sometimes not. Yeah, if I pull it out and it doesn't have a smell and it's neutral, sure, I'll cook it. Brine it in some homemade sea salt and rice vinegar. Very nice. I want to do some pickle brine chicken and do some like Chick-fil-A cutlets. Chick-fil-A style cutlets. I don't know. I saw one of those people that I said looked like they were coming out of a funeral. It looked like they were dumping ashes in the ocean. So they might be out here to do all of that. It would explain why they were all wearing black too. That pelican keeps swimming and diving right in front of us right there. The camera's probably getting that. Oh, and salt water. Yeah, I'll add some salt into the water, the vinegar, and I've got some limes to squeeze. That's a good idea. Yesterday was taco day. I love taco day. Most of the time I'm cooking fish though that I catch. I try to offset my grocery costs with my fishing. Like I posted, I think the very latest post was how I make my sushi with my speckled trout catches. Yeah, it's getting too. Keep it on standby. Let me give you guys a look at my cart here. So we've got, I didn't build the PVC on there. I bought it like that from somebody around the area. So there's actually somebody in Holden Beach. And they built this cool rack so you can hang chairs. I'll hang chairs on one side. And I'll hang my PVC pipes here and bungee them down so they don't fall off. There's rod holders right there. A little small. So I end up having to lay like the big rod over there. It's got a fat butt. Won't stick into any of the rod holders. So I got to use that. Hello. She is, but when people pause coming up to her, she doesn't. Caroline, hey. Hey, relax.
I got dogs, but I got dachshunds.
Oh, okay, smaller pups. Might try again on your way back. She's all right, Caroline. Hey, relax. Somebody wanted to pet my pup, but she wasn't having it. Generally, people who just walk up to my dog and pet her, she's okay with. But when people stop and ask me if they could pet her, for some reason she freaks out. But some that I try to work on with her. And I try to bring her out in public places. When she was a puppy, I was raising her during COVID, so nobody was coming over to the house, and she wasn't meeting many people outside of the dog park. So it's been tough. She's like, you hear about pandemic babies. I've got a pandemic puppy. And I'm trying to break out those traits. And it doesn't help that she's German Shepherd, so she's always wanting to guard something. Speckled trout is good right now. I've been catching speckled trout like since summer, consistently. I haven't been able to catch them since I got back from my trip. Right before I left for my trip, I left them biting in some good size. Like in the summer, I wasn't catching big ones. I was just consistently catching them. And as the year went by and the weather cooled down, I started catching, and the days got shorter. I started catching some nice specks, but I haven't located them again yet. I'm gonna probably do that next weekend. But yeah, October and November, really good time. Really good time of year. Sunset Beach, sup Grommet, only 41. Yeah, it's not warm out. I've got all the thermals. I've got the flannel underneath this. Got my long sleeve Mott's Custom. These are thermal pants, and underneath them, I've got some thermals. Oh, you guys can't see that. I've got some like thermal underwear pants. They're called like 32 degree, something like that. There are trout, speckled trout. It's a spotted sea trout, and they are in the ocean. You could catch them like in the summertime in the ocean, and then generally the bite moves like to the creeks and inshore. Yeah, I'm decked out, and I've got the balaclava on today too, so that I wouldn't complain too much that I'm getting cold. I'm actually complaining that I'm getting hot. Funny enough. But I've been talking to you guys a lot. I haven't been checking out our shrimp rods, so I'm going to go and see if we have any bait on there. Size limit in North Carolina, you can keep 4 trout. It's changing to 3 trout. I don't know when it's changing. I'll need to check that out. Hey, stop. She sees another dog. And you can keep currently 4 trout. I believe it's current. 4 trout, 14 inches. If you go down to South Carolina, it's 10 trout, 14 inches, minimum size. I think the new regulation will start next year sometime, or it started already. I don't know. And it's 3 trout, 14 inches to 20 inches or 22 inches, and you can only keep 1 over that slot. 1 of your 3. Yeah, some fishies going on with. You've got Virginia and South Carolina, and you could keep trout there, and you could keep flounder there. But here, we're not given a quota, a recreational quota that's that large, where we can't keep more than 1 a day in a 2-week period. Something's going on. Let's check this bait. Come on, Caroline. Come here. Leave that pup alone. Come here. That's a big dog, Caroline. It would eat you alive. Promise you. My dog acts big and tough, but when another dog meets her energy, she gets all scared. We still have our top shrimp on there. We've had that on for a good minute. I'm just going to take it off. It's probably released all of its scent. I'm going to do a nice big chunk. Hopefully a big old whiting or black drum will find that. This is a Cast King Rover reel on an 11-foot Penn Squadron 3. Just gonna send it. This is the 60L size Cast King baitcaster reel. It's also got a clicker on it too. If I wanted to set it up to run like this one, it's also got a clicker. Let's see if you guys can hear it. That's the clicker on it. On this rod and reel setup, we've got a Daiwa Slosh 30 and then a Penn Battalion 2 12 foot, and it's I believe it's the medium heavy. Doesn't actually say, but I believe it is. It's rated for a 4 to 10 ounce. And then the Squadron 3, I believe, is a medium. Yes, it's a medium. Oh, it's only 10 feet. It's not 11 feet. This is rated for a 1 to 4 ounce lure. I don't know why I always thought that was 11. What are you doing? Come here. Leave the people alone. Ooh, that wind picked up. Might need to throw some gloves on. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Here we go. We got some wave action here. Could be bluefish this time of year as well, and that'd be cool to catch. Some nice bluefish. Yeah, this water got angry all of a sudden. Which is good. Should stir up the shoreline here and sand and bring some fish in to feed. With it being so flat, I can't tell if I'm in a sandbar in a hole. So I'm just blind casting today. I just saw a fish feed out there, possibly a bluefish. I'll need to check this one in a little bit here. Make sure we've still got a chunk of mullet on there. Might still be a little too early for puffers. All the times that I've gone on good puffer bites have been like February, March. This water might not be like cool enough just yet. Seen any drones? I haven't. Well, I haven't. But while I was sitting in my backyard the day I got back, it was dark, and there was a red flashing light in the woods behind my house that I'd never noticed. And I sit back there all the time. I would have noticed it. Maybe now, only now I noticed it because the leaves on most of the trees have fallen, so I can see deeper into the woods. But I didn't see the light again the next night in the same spot. I saw it in a different location. Just a red flashing light. But I don't think it's a drone. I don't know what it is. But I have been keeping my eye out for them. There aren't any military bases that close to me or anything like that, so that could be why. Nothing really interesting by me. Here, fishy, fishy. Take a nap, Caroline. Go to bed. On days like this where there's not much happening, if I do end up catching something, it'll be something like a spider crab and small croaker when there's nothing else really biting. But the tide has dropped quite a bit, I can tell. Hey, leave it. She's a nice person. She wants to pet you. Okay? So stop being a jerk. My dog will take some time to warm up to people. But then when she does, she's all lovey-dovey. Licking up their faces. She just has trust issues at first for some reason. But like I said, if people just walk right up to her and pet her, like, she gets, like, surprised that they have that confidence. And she just accepts it. I hope my camera is getting, most of me and the pup laying down there and the rods. So I'd love to make a snapshot of this as my profile picture for Carolina Shore Fishing. This would be a cool shot. check how long the stream's been going. If we've been at 45 to an hour, then I'm going to check that mullet out. Oh, we've been an hour and 20 minutes. Better on either of the tides. I prefer when the tide is fallen, but generally you want to fish it like 2 hours before and 2 hours after. I'm doing the complete opposite and fishing it those 2 hours as it's going out before we get to the 2 hours after. Got one puffer, that's all. There were some drones over Cure Beach, and then a helicopter that went after it. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Good wave breakage now that the tide's moving. I've not been in a tsunami. While I was gone, I saw that, while I was out of the country, I saw that there was a big earthquake in California and a tsunami warning. Nice, thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot that when the live finishes uploading. That'll make a cool shot. But this rod's been in for plenty of time. I'm gonna check it out, make sure we've got bait on it, and that we're not fishing on credit here. Our fishing credit score is not that great, so they don't trust me. Oh, we've still got a full chunk of our mullet on there. Let's throw it back out. It's hooked on there really well. No point in me changing it. Sometimes we'll catch big bluefish on this setup right here, since we're using a nice chunk of mullet. Bluefish are fun to catch. I wouldn't mind hooking into some. It sounds like this mic is working a lot better than any of the other mics that I've been using. Like, it's got good coverage. Yeah, when I was told that phrase, fishing on credit, fell in love with it. I was like, so true. Gotta check your baits often. Make sure you're not fishing on credit. These fish just won't accept it. Hey, why don't you go back to sleep? Take a nap. Take a little nap in the sun. Your nose is full of sand. Come here. Come wipe it off. There you go. No, don't. I wipe off the nose sand and you put sand on me? What is that? What is that? Thank you. You can lick my shirt and balaclava all you want. Just don't lick my face, please. Don't lick my face. You can't do what you want. I'm hoping to have the first temple video for my trip to Egypt finished tonight, and I don't think that I'll upload it tonight. I'd like to sit on it for a little bit, make sure I like all the clips that I've used, because I've got so much footage. I'm having to pick and choose certain clips for certain scenes. And so I want to watch the video over and over and sit on it and make sure that I like the ones that I picked rather than others that I have in reserve. So I hate to rush things, get it out, and then as I watch it, while it's already been published, I'm like, oh, I could have done this, or I could have done that better. I could have used this clip or said this. So I'll just sit on it for a little bit, watch it a couple of times, few times over a couple of days, and if it sits well with me, I'll upload it. It's not going to be that long. It'll be like 5 to 8 minutes. I'm going to try to keep all of the videos 5 to 8 minutes. And if people want more, I can definitely put more together. Caroline, hey, stop. Got some pretty big chunks of shrimp on there right now. Pretty much just a bigger whiting or black drum will be able to eat those down. Puffer fish, it'll be tougher for them. They'll have to sit there and bite at it for a little bit, work it down. Ah, dang. I made some tea, poured it in my Yeti cup, and I left it back home. Forgot to bring it. I was just like thinking about it right now. Like, oh, I'd like a sip of that tea, but I left it. And it's going to be way too steeped. I don't know what the correct term is, but I never pulled the tea bags out. So when I get back, it's just going to be super bitter. Do I eat my blues? A lot of people here don't. I'm back and forth. If I can catch Spanish, then I won't eat my blues, but I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to eating much fish. I find that a lot of people that call certain fish trash fish, just don't like the taste of fish in general. They'd rather eat some that mimics chicken and it's just like a plain flaky white meat. I like the taste of fish. I've eaten so many different types of fish, from aged smoked fish and salted fish and stuff like that. I'm not opposed to the taste of fish. I like the taste of fish. So I'm not, opposed to eating blues. I'll do it. Make some blue tacos. No problem. Got to get going. Catch you on the weekends. Yeah, most of the time when I'm going live, it'll be on the weekends. Unless I start work really early and have like an hour of daylight left to take you guys. But generally weekends. Watched a guy in Indonesia use a bear hook and about 12, 16 foot line in the water below spilled snag fish. Oh, yes. Got a big carp for sure. The one fish out here that you can do that with are Spanish mackerel. Like, they will hit a bare silver hook out in the water when you jig it on the pier. Vertical jig it. Yeah, for sure, Jeremy. I like fish. I had mullet while I was in Egypt, and smoked mullet's really good. I had the mullet grilled. I'm going to have to start doing that myself. It was really, really good. I was surprised. I'm not opposed to eating a false albacore. If I'm able to get one next year, I'm going to bleed it in some icy salt water and smoke it and do like a smoked fish dip with that. Or like a tuna salad, but with the false albacore. Black drum are really good to eat. See ya. Moon Gem Meanderings. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. But mullet is really good. People think you're crazy because they've been told to think you're crazy. They haven't actually verified for themselves. I even ate I think they were white shad. They could have been American shad. I fried them up and ate them. They taste just like any other fish. If you like fish, you're gonna like them. I had no problem with shad. The only issue is a lot of bones in it. I've eaten lizard fish. People laugh at you for that. Lizard fish has some really, really good meat on it if you can get past the bones. So I cooked it up and picked it from the bones and made some crab cakes. Best crab cakes that I've ever had. Let me check the time. I do want to be out of here by like 4 at the latest, so I can get some stuff done. It's 3, so we'll give it another hour. What's up, Jason? Not that appropriate. Do appreciate you for tuning in and commenting. We're just here to have a good time. No need to come in and troll. What you can do is like the video, and you could share the video, but you don't have to come in and troll. Oh yes. Honestly, any fish you catch, you want it to taste better, go ahead and bleed it, cut the gills, spike its head. I'll spike it through the nose. You can find the brain and put it on ice, or put it on a salt water and ice bath to bleed out. But any fish that you catch, you want that meat to be spectacular. Take that process. I filmed a short that I need to post of how I like process my fish as soon as I catch it. If you want to go a step ahead, like the Japanese, you could do I think it's called ikejime, where they slice the tail the very end to bleed it from, and they sever the spinal cord and spike it through the head too, so that it doesn't release anything into it. Honestly, that's too much work, especially if you're going to try to stack a cooler full of fish. That seems like a great process for catching a big tuna or something, where you're going to have one or a few nice catches to have to do that to. But for what we're doing, if you're going to stack a cooler with puffer fish or whiting or black drum and red drum and stuff like that, well, you can't really stack a cooler of red drum. You can only keep one. But if you're going to do that for that, I mean, you're going to spend 3/4 of your time processing your fish rather than catching your fish. So I'd reserve that for more premium catches like your tuna and stuff. It's got its place. I'll say that. It's got its place. Bleed yours and soak it in milk. I'm going to have to try the soaking in milk. I haven't tried that yet, but I've heard it a lot of times. Do you do normal milk or do you do buttermilk? Do I really like eating sand fleas? I haven't done it again. I'll say that. But it was really good. I didn't have any issue with it. It was like eating like I had described it in the video. It was like a mix between crab flavor and shrimp flavor. And it was like a nice crunch. It was a nice snack. If you like chips and different things like that have a crunch, you wouldn't be opposed to eating it. It was good stuff. I'll do another video of it next year when I see sand fleas, just to prove it to you guys. It was good. And I've talked to some other charter captains and stuff too that have confirmed to me that they've done it too, and it's good stuff. There's no meat on it or anything, so don't get me wrong, but it's a nice, like, flavorful crunch. When you eat chips that are like shrimp flavored and stuff, it doesn't have shrimp or lots of shrimp in it. It's mainly just like wheat and flour and all that stuff. It's like a dough. I'd much rather than eat all that processed stuff, eat a freaking sand flea. Buttermilk for an hour or two, normal milk for 5 hours or so. Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. I've never done it because I've always heard buttermilk, and I never have buttermilk on hand. There was one thing that I made. It was a yellow cake that I made, and it called for buttermilk. It was a really good yellow cake. I made it so that I could chop it up and make cake rusks. Like you cook it nice and thin, about a couple inches, then you slice it up, and then you bake it again so that it turns into like a biscuit or a cracker. And that was really good. You dip it in tea and coffee and stuff. Buttermilk breaks it down too fast for a long soak, so you're going to have to... So going overnight or something longer for regular milk. That makes sense. That makes sense. What? What are those, pigeons? Are those pigeons? What's up? What's bothering you, huh? It's 3:03, so it's 2 hours after high tide, which is a good time to start fishing. Like I said, 2 hours before, 2 hours after. So we'll fish for an hour. It doesn't look like we're gonna get anything crazy to happen here in this next hour, but we're just chilling. Just a chill guy. Those pelicans, sometimes they'll run into your line. Thankfully, they didn't. I try to use a high vis line, like a fluorescent green or orange. Where are all the fish, Caroline? Huh? Where are all the fish? Where are all the fish? Where are all the fish? Probably love this weather. This husky. Put these gloves on. No. This is a glove. I don't know. When I was walking up, it looked like this rod pulled tight for a second there. Might have just been the wave. Could be a crab, too. Hopefully something. Close this jacket. Can barely move my arms with all the layers that I got on now. But I'm warm. What's she so upset about, pup? Hmm? I need to get me one of the chairs that lays out. I can just lay down here. I'd probably fall asleep. Wouldn't chat it up with y'all. Wouldn't get up. It's probably best that I don't do that. Well, that was a wave. Those are those pigeons. chill out, relax. I'm using 20-pound Berkeley big game because it's cheap. I catch sharks with it. Take this off. Catch sharks with it. I catch big reds with it. So 20-pound is what I use. That's what I have on both of these. Well, actually, I think on this one I've got some suffix line on there. I can't remember which one it is. On the left rod, I definitely have suffix, and I think it's 17-pound. On the right rod, we've got 20-pound Berkeley big game, and that goes to a 50-pound shock leader on the big rod here, and then I got a shark rig tied on there, which is like a pre-made casting shark rig. There's no shock leader on this rod, the little rod that I use with cut baits. Looks like we got some new people in here watching. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button for us and share with your friends. I think there is no like button. I think you got to double tap. But I got my gloves now. I got my pinky cut off, my index finger cut off, and then this one is my left hand since I don't need it. The pinky, I didn't mean to cut it off. It came off. I only need the index finger. These used to be my old soccer gloves when I played soccer in the cold. Oh, look at those pelicans. Hey, yo. I might screenshot it with the pelicans in the back there. I guess you gotta find it. That'll be a cool profile picture. Pup sitting there. We're watching the rods. Pelicans go by. That is the embodiment of Carolina shore fishing. Coming to y'all live from Carolinas. From the Carolina shores. I have a third rod with me. It's just a smaller rod that I can cast right here where the waves are breaking, but it'd be too much effort for nothing. This mic has a good battery on it. I think we've been live for like a couple hours now. This is the cheapest therapist right here. You don't even have to talk to him. And this is real, REEL therapy. And it's effective. I need to sit up before I fall asleep, but this feels so good just sitting like this. Leave that bird alone. There's some big birds over there. Big, big birds. Bigger than a squirrel. I say squirrel, and she's like, where? Where is that thing? I'm going to get it. She's caught some squirrels, and she's caught some rabbits. Those are her two favorite animal words, squirrel and rabbit. There are no trees around us. Have you noticed, Caroline? No trees. So there are no squirrels here. There are birds. Lots of types of birds. Seagulls. And I don't know any other type of birds, really. Pelican. But those little sandbirds that run around, they have a name. I can't remember it. I don't think it's like Pine Knolls or something like that. I think that's like a place. I like the tall brown bird, like the one in Surf's Up. It's got the tall legs and the long beak and the way it walks. It's a funny bird. I see those out here sometimes. Oh, there's one way down there. There aren't even any trees over there, Caroline. I think we're going to check this bait here. Yeah, when I pulled up here today and saw that it was just flat like a lake, I wasn't feeling too hopeful. And then the times before that, like a couple months ago, there was just a gill net running along the length of the beach here. And all the fish I were catching were just the little ones getting through it. It was pointless. Oh, we are fishing on credit. We need bait. I'm glad we checked it. Chop up. All right. 2 new pieces of shrimp. This will be the cast, hopefully. This is the time to be fishing. Chop up. One chop up. What's up, guys? What's up? If you're just tuning in, hit that like button for me. Thank you. Subscribe and share the video too. It's the only way we're going to be able to catch a fish. Hello. Mm-hmm. Hmm? Hmm? Y'all are watching me live from your phones or computers, and I got people on their balconies watching me live as well. I should charge them admission, though, to come and see me live. $5 a ticket. They'd all complain that they want their money back. It's not much happening. You call this a show? I try to put on a show for you guys. Do my best with the circumstances. If I didn't have the pup, I'd be by those rocks. But I wanted to bring the pup out. It's a nice day. Isn't that right, pup? I'm not keeping anything today anyways. I don't have time to clean any fish, and I've got fish that I can eat. Thank God. Blessed to have some fish in the freezer. Dude, what is this pup over there moaning and groaning about? Oh, your life is so hard, Caroline. You sleep, you go for walks, you eat, you get treats. Your life is so hard, pup. Pelican down. I guess everything right now is in the ICW. That's what I'm going to try next week. Intracoastal waterway. See if my trout and reds and whiting are up in there. Might be probably be some puffers in there too. It's a nice shell, but it's broken. Yo, what's up, Caden? Want to get into the surf fishing for sure. Thanks for skunking out in the cold so we don't have to. You're welcome. Yeah, Caden, I've got some videos already out, and next year my focus will be on making instructional fishing videos, purely instructional fishing videos, because nobody really cares about seeing me catch fish really anymore. At least that's what the views and engagement are telling me. So I'm going to switch up the whole model of our page and start putting out more knot tying videos, quick 1-2 minute videos showing you how to set up rigs, how to slip on soft plastics on different jigs, and that kind of thing. We got a fight over here. Some really easy, like reading the surf type videos, catching bait, really just helping out beginner fishermen. Yeah, I didn't lie on my my story this morning. After I made breakfast, I was like, gonna take y'all surf fishing in an hour. Come or at 1 p.m. Come freeze with me. But there's no other way for me to know if there's pufferfish and whiting and drum in the surf without coming and checking for myself. You can't rely on the posts you see on Facebook, because a lot of people will hold on to stuff for weeks, months before they post it. But I do post a lot more to my Facebook, y'all. Post a lot more stuff to my Facebook. It's the same name, Carolina Shore Fishing. So next year I'll try to make videos of how I fish for speckled trout, how I work my mirror lure in, where I keep my drag set, that sort of thing. Because like I said, I put up a video of me catching speckled trout. It didn't do great. And none of the videos that I'm uploading and putting time into are doing great. So I got to change things up. No one's really giving me feedback. But I've got a buddy that wants to start fishing as well in Trinidad, the island of Trinidad, and he's been asking me a lot of questions, and for a lot of them I haven't been able to point him to a video that I've made, so I'm just going to start making those videos. That way they're out there. If you live in like the Piedmont area of North Carolina or Western North Carolina, they stocked a lot of ponds and lakes with freshwater trout. If I lived closer, I'd be doing that right now and catching some trout. That brown trout, brook, and you've got rainbow trout that they stock in these ponds. Like there's Harris Lake, Simpkins Pond. Simpkins you got to pay to fish, but those should all be stocked by now. I've got videos on stock trout fishing. That would be a better bet to freeze your butt off for. They should be biting right now with it being so cold. My best day fishing for those stock trout was in like 28 degrees below freezing. So, but you don't really feel it because you're catching fish after fish. And use a little inline spinner, rooster tail to catch them. There's no restrictions on baits. Oh, pup, you going to bed? I was going to close my eyes too, pup. Give it like 10 more minutes here. Yesterday, in all three of the lives that I did, the only thing I caught was a largemouth bass, a small one too. And the way he hit and the way he fought, I thought it was a smaller trout. I was excited, but it turned out to be just a bass. But at least we didn't get fully skunked yesterday. I'm gonna start cleaning it up here. It's gonna get cold when the sun goes down, for sure. So we still got some sun here. Let me show you. Probably about 45 minutes of sun, but I'm not gonna wait for that. The fishing was good, sure, but there ain't anything happening. probably still have our mullet on here untouched by crabs or fish. Yeah, it's still on there, untouched. Crazy. There's just literally nothing out here. The ball probably pushing to the intracoastal. Wasn't hard to pop off. I'll give y'all a look at the cart all packed down. Are you casting behind the wave? Yeah, I'm casting behind the waves. I was with both of the rods. I'd say probably about 75 feet in front of me. Not that far. I'll give you guys a look at the cart all loaded down. Oh, I did have a 6 ounce with me. Is this a 5? It's a 5. It was just not in the kit where it was supposed to be. But how about it? Hard to find things when they're not in the spot they're supposed to be. Usually I'd rinse these, but it's too cold to get near the water. Oh, sorry, Caroline. I didn't mean to stab you with this. And the way I bring her out here is with this leash that you wear around your waist. That way my hands are free. It's like a running leash that I bought to use with her. Hey, stop. I know. I'm putting it on you. She just loves leashes, collars. To her, it says we're going somewhere. And then I have it on this retractable leash here and a PVC pipe. And it works really good, this retractable leash on the PVC, because it just sits there and spins with her and goes back in so she doesn't get all tangled up. Hey. All right, give y'all one last look at the cart all loaded down with everything. Can't really see. Hopefully y'all can see. But I have to put the big rod up top there. Then you can hang chairs. And then, like I said, I use the one side for PVC pipes. When I have umbrellas and stuff in the summer, I'll lay them down here on the side. Works out really well. Bring a lot of stuff with you. Thanks for tuning in, y'all, and happy fishing, and have a nice week.